All right. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, so Kurling for Kids was started back in 1999, mainly raising money for the St. Justin Children's Hospital Foundation. It was founded by Robert Sears and Carl Mengi, again back in 1999 when we first held our event. Um, uh, Basically, how it came about was Robert's daughter was operated on by the St. Justin Children's Hospital, and he wanted to find a way to give back to the hospital that saved his child's life. So he organized a charity bonspiel. Basically, it was just co-workers at, I believe, St. Lambert Curling Club, and we were hoping to raise, maybe $500, and we ended up raising close to 7,000 that first year. So we said, wow, we have something really good here. And since then we've just expanded across the Montreal area, and we're trying now to get into other parts of Quebec as well as Ontario. That's right. Yeah, it was. This year was we were on target to try and reach 500,000. That was our objective. Unfortunately, with the COVID situation, our curling event back in late March was canceled. So obviously, we had to postpone a number of fundraising activities. We still try to do some stuff online, mountain climber challenge, online poker tournaments, that type of thing. But in the end, we counted on mostly raffle ticket sales, as well as corporate donations and general donations from our supporters, and we were able to reach 200,000 raised for this year. Last year we had raised 455,000, so we were really on target to reach that $500,000 mark this year before COVID hit. So, but still, we're very pleased. $200,000, nothing to sneeze at, and I'm sure the hospital foundations will be very happy to receive any amount that will help them for sure.
Yeah, now just over 20 years, the foundation has been doing this,
That's
raising over $4 million.
That's
Amazing.
right. Yeah, it's pretty impressive when we look back and see when we started this, and we're looking at 1999 raising 7,000, like I said, and then every year since then we've raised the bar. We hit 100,000 probably in like the first 10 years, and then slowly after that we reached 200,000, I believe, in 2011, and we've just increased since then. So yeah, $4 million over 22 years. It's quite impressive from small beginnings.
Yeah,
Just incredible.
yeah. I noticed the original goal for the first year was $500.
That's right.
Smash that with 7,000, and
Yeah.
that even sounds minuscule now.
It does, yeah. And the hospital foundations, they basically, as we've continued to grow, how we've been able to grow is we started off in one curling club, and then we slowly expanded to other curling clubs. So we went to my home club, Glenmore, and we just went across the city of Montreal, and we basically got I want to say over 600 curlers curling in our event on that day, on Curling for Kids Day. Just raising money, going out, selling raffle tickets, getting donations, getting corporate donations, prizes, that type of thing. And it's just been amazing, over the past few years.
So I think people are maybe a little bit more familiar about a couple of the other charity events that go on. But tell me about when yours runs,
Yeah.
the
So
details of it, how you set it up, how you fundraise so much over the course of your timeline to make this
Yeah.
happen as well.
Yeah. So normally our event runs the last Saturday in March. So this year it was scheduled for March 28th. Um, it can depend. Usually we try not to overlap with Easter. So if Easter happens to be one of those early Easters, we usually push it to the first Saturday in April. But again, yeah, mostly we have it the last Saturday in March. And basically it's really a grassroots fundraising effort. Obviously our foundation, Curling for Kids, our charity Curling for Kids, we have several sponsorship partners that donate prizes, WestJet, Delta, but a lot of the prizes also, while we try and get as many donated as possible, which helps us, we sometimes have to go out and purchase them to be able to raffle them off. But again, mainly how we raise so much money is the curlers. They are given raffle tickets to sell. We ask that each participant try and raise a minimum of $250. So, and if that happens, we definitely would have reached our goal. $250 is basically 2 books of tickets. It's $5 a raffle ticket. There's 25 tickets in each booklet, and so if they sell 2 books, they've reached their goal. Obviously, there's people that sell more. They have more contacts or more, more friends that are willing to buy. I've been very fortunate over the last few years where I have, with my contacts for Hardline, I've received donations that I auction off, jerseys, shirts, and numerous things. I also offer I have season tickets for the Canadians, and so I offer a package of 5 tickets for prizes there. So again, it really is the curlers who go out, fundraise, and the thing with Curling for Kids, it's all volunteer driven. All of our board members, all of our coordinators, the people that run the events at each club, it's all volunteer. No one takes a salary. No one takes any money, and that's, to me, is one of the big big selling points of Curling for Kids, is that we don't take any salary. So our expenses, while we do have expenses, they're minimum. They're what we have for like accounting to keep track of our books, things we have to pay for Lotto Quebec to run our to allow us to run a raffle. As you know, in Quebec there's a lot of regulations for running something like that. So yeah, I mean, aside from that, like I said, it's all volunteer. We spend our own time or our own hours running the event, making sure everything runs smoothly, and it's just we do it for the love of the kids, helping sick children in Montreal, and hopefully getting across Canada eventually one day.
Yeah, I think it's quite amazing what you've managed to accomplish and what you've managed to build there. I think it would be a great time sort of name some of the people who really invest some amazing time into the organization and help make this possible.
Yeah, obviously it starts with our president, Robert Sears, our founder. He's basically the backbone of our charity. We also have our treasurer, John Stone, who runs all our financials, keeps track of all that. We have Christine Tourigny, who's our communications director, handles all the communique, does our social media posts and things like that. We also have 2 fairly new, they came on board the last couple of years, Trish Dempsey, who is in charge of our affiliated events. So an affiliated event is something that we run. It's an event that raises money for Curling for Kids, but it's not necessarily curling related. So an example would be we've had we're having in November something called a crafts fair. So any crafters who have things to sell will have a craft fair at one of the curling clubs, and any money raised from that will go to Curling for Kids. So Trish is in charge of that, and we also have David Dinesh, who came on board, and he is in charge of basically corporate sponsors, trying to find corporate events that we can run, either corporate companies that want to run like their own Curling for Kids event or something like that. So all these people, and along with each and every single coordinator at each of the clubs, there's a group of about 15 individuals who's been there basically since the mid 2000s, who've been running their event at each of the curling clubs across Montreal. We definitely thank them for running and helping Curling for Kids.
Yeah, I think your model is a great one that a fundraising group within a city could even look at matching. The whole idea with corporate outings, setting up a fundraising thing within their own business, is an amazing tie-in, a great way to introduce them to curling. But then for them, it's a win for the business at the same time too, and it sort of wraps it all together.
Yeah, 100%. We actually had David's company, which the name escapes me right now. I'm sorry. We've run an event in Ontario, in I believe Mississauga or Oakville, I forget which, where we started raising money for Sick Kids Foundation, and also it's Euler Hermes. There you go. There you go. Came into my head, Euler Hermes. And so we've been starting to raise money there for sick kids in Toronto area. And we also have a Montreal event that obviously raises money for the Montreal hospitals.
Yeah, thank you from all the people who follow this, and it's certainly amazing to see this. Of course, you also are involved in the sport as a partner within Hardline.
Yes, I am.
And obviously the delays and challenges to the curling season have created some issues as well. I pulled up this photo here from your day on Dragon's Den.
Yeah, that was
you and Archie
that was a
there.
Fun day. Yeah, Archie Manavian, partner.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing to see what's been built out of that organization as well, and I know Archie is a fireball himself. Always great having conversations and seeing him around the tour as well. And
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about anybody who probably hasn't heard what the Dragon's Den day was like. Didn't even think about asking you that. But,
oh wow, okay.
Also, kind of what the season looks like, where you're at, and sort of how COVID has affected you guys.
Yeah, so Dragon's Den, that's I think we did it back in 2014, so six years now, and it was fun. It was a little nerve-wracking, obviously, being on the show, and what you see on the show was just a snippet. Like it's basically edited down to whatever it was, 9 or 10 minutes. But we were actually in the den for probably close to a half hour, if not 45 minutes. And, they grilled us with a lot of questions and stuff. So we finally made a deal with David Chilton, the wealthy barber, who was on the show at the time. And it was fun. It was really a lot of fun being on there. And as you see there, we had some ice pads, and we had a little demonstration, and it was fun. It was a good time.
And you got a deal.
And we got a deal. Yeah, I'm sure David's been pretty happy with our growth. So it was fun. It gave us a lot of exposure, and our follow up the year after with Mike McEwen. Team McEwen at the time was the #1 team in the world, and they had a great season with our brooms. So it was fun, and obviously as you know, since then many teams around the world have joined what we call Hardline Nation, which is our hashtag that we use to show any teams that use our equipment, and we have many, probably 2/3 of the top 20 teams, men and women, using our equipment. So we're really impressed and really happy to have them on board and using our equipment and being so successful. And for your second question about the COVID, obviously curling clubs this year, they have been delayed, I believe, in their start, or are planning to reopen hopefully in the fall. So slowly but surely, orders are trickling in, and we'll be getting out orders to curling clubs around the world, to start selling to their members. We've shipped out most of our equipment to our top teams, and you may have seen posts from our teams showing off their new equipment, their new custom brooms and ice pad covers. So it's been slow, but business is picking up as the clubs are beginning to open.
Well, I'd like to wish you the best in getting the season off the ground at Hardline there as well. I know.
Thanks.
I know the challenges of paying for and investing in inventory were made. Those decisions were made a while ago.
100%. Yeah,
And
we
so
basically
now,
put our orders in through in the spring, and they arrive over the spring and the summer. So we're ready to go. Just give us a shout, and we'll be happy to help you.
All right, Stan, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it. Curling for Kids, and of course, partner with Hardline as well. Hopefully see you on the curling circuit again sometime soon. I know it's always great to have our regular conversations around the events that we cross paths at.
Exactly.
All right,
Good to see you,
thanks a lot,
Jerry.
Stan.
Thank you very much. Yep, you too.